Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 4.
Listen here, before we get into it, I want to tell y'all to subscribe, like, comment, share the content. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're going to try to make a 500 subscriber push in 30 days.
Yes.
We're going to try to do that. Also, I want y'all to listen up at the end of the episode. I got a little surprise for y'all. Just a little surprise. You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Walk us through it.
Well, Nneka is at the airport picking up her husband. He does travel medicine and he's gone twice a month. He'll leave for a week and then come back for a week.
Okay.
And they are also having a hard time lining up when she's ovulating to when he's in town. So she's ovulating this week, so they're happy about that.
Hey, good luck to them. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Well, Karen calls and invites Nneka and her husband to play pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks prior, Wendy's older sister called her husband's cousin, and they were angry. Nneka was using Wendy's name for clout chasing and Wendy's mom and her sister.
That is the accusation against Nneka.
Right.
Okay.
Her hubby says maybe they see you as a Nigerian who wants to take her spot.
Mm-hmm.
And Nneka brings up how Eddie and her husband know each other. They both went to College Park and were in an African association club. After Wendy's mom contacted their cousin, Eddie unfollowed her husband on Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know how you would know that.
Yeah.
I don't know how after a phone call you just be like, let me check my Facebook. I don't know. What is your feelings so far? We're going to get more into it about Nneka right now. What is your feelings about Nneka right now?
I am conflicted on Nneka.
Really?
Yeah. Because on one end, I do believe that her... Wendy's people probably did call the cousin and probably tried to check her about how she was handling Wendy.
I feel you.
Especially after Ashley gave that information to Wendy. I do believe that Wendy probably called her people and was like, did y'all hear about this girl coming on here saying all this crazy stuff about me? She's supposed to be my Igbo sister and this is what she doing. So I definitely believe she probably got talking to her family and they were just like, well, we're friends with so-and-so. We're going to call her and tell her, hey, get her together. We ain't about to play these games.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I feel about it. But I also feel like Nneka is, she seems to be going kind of hard. I don't see why she can't just talk to Wendy. So that's the part that's conflicting me a bit. Because I'm like, I believe it's true, but you're taking it and running with it. It's fire.
You see, my thing is, and we gonna get more into it. You use the word conflicted. That's one C word. I got another C word for you. I'm confused.
Okay.
Okay. I am genuinely confused. You don't know anybody. Apparently, you know Wendy, or at least came across paths, right?
Yeah.
There was some type of confusion. There was some type of mishap. So instead of going to the source with the mishap, you go to Robyn.
Yeah.
You don't know Robyn from anywhere
At all.
So I don't understand why you wanted to confide in her like that or wanted to share that that information, because at that point it's just gossip.
Yeah.
And at that point you're not looking for any solution.
It's like you want to have a problem.
You're coming on the show with drama.
Yeah.
Continue, because I got more. I was about to empty the clip right now and give you all my takes.
You got a whole episode to go.
I know. Keep going, Blair. Thank you.
We've got Robyn and Gizelle meeting up.
Hello.
So Karen invited Robyn and Juan to pickleball, and Robyn says that Juan will be there.
Juan will be there.
Shocker.
Uh-huh.
If they are going to keep talking about Juan, Robyn's not going to stop them because she don't care. They don't care.
I don't care. They showed it to us.
Yes. Gizelle had a conversation with Juan because they had the Reasonably Shady podcast when they went to, I believe it was Atlanta, and they went to do the podcast, the live podcast. Her and Juan and Gizelle had a conversation.
Yeah.
And Juan basically tore into her. He was yelling at her. And then Robyn's like, Juan, he's a coach. His hearing is bad.
Oh, whoa. I never heard that before.
And Gizelle says, what? Are you serious? And then Gizelle says Juan was talking about how he was a sexual guy. He had excuses, and he made it very clear that he did not have sex with that woman.
Hey, okay. Okay, President Clinton. You know what I'm saying?
Robyn says, look, the story's not going to change, and Juan and Gizelle don't have to see eye to eye.
Quickly, I just want to give a PSA to Gizelle. Gizelle, you need to start talking to people's husbands. Last time you talked to somebody's husband, you always coming back to somebody saying your husband, your husband, your husband.
Yeah, stop talking to people's husbands. You're so uncomfortable.
Run away.
Yeah.
Okay? if you're like coming to Robyn with information that Robyn already knows, does Robyn nothing. Robyn knows her husband. Robyn probably knows things about her husband in this situation that she will not disclose to us. Bravo is what the show is on, right?
Yeah.
To the Bravo family. So Gizelle, I don't really know what's the point that you're trying to do in telling telling Robyn this information. Gizelle, I don't know what you're trying to do there. I don't know if you're trying to create a wedge between them. They obviously going to keep the lie alive. Whatever the lie is, whatever the truth is, they are going to stick by it. They say, hey, he didn't have sexual relations with that woman. That's what we going to go with.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Anything you thought about that scene, Blair?
I'm just like, Gizelle is annoying for a whole nother set of reasons.
Help me.
For this episode, for this conversation. She didn't impress Robyn. It's just kind of like, okay, Robyn. He's bad at hearing. Okay, whatever.
But but
Gizelle, she really gets into people, and this is one of those situations. But that's supposed to be her friend, so I guess she's like, I'll let her go.
And family, if y'all will allow me to call y'all that, that's what I'm actually lost on. You said, because this is my first time, maybe the second time watching Potomac throughout the whole season. You said Gizelle used to press.
Yeah, she's like a dog with a bone.
I'm not used to that, because I'm like, what? Even when you say Gizelle let Robyn off the hook, I'm thinking like, what do you want from Robyn at this point? What do you want Gizelle to do to Robyn? I'm kind of lost on that aspect, Blair.
Get the truth out of her.
Okay. So nothing is the answer. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
continue.
Robyn changes the conversation to talk about Wendy and Nneka. And how Nneka brought up this voodoo conversation.
Yeah, you see what you already did, Nneka? Now, granted, Ashley, don't think we forgot about you. Yeah. We didn't forget.
Yeah. Well, Gizelle said that, look, that sounds evil, and she wants nothing to do with it. Moving on.
Yeah.
Candiace is at home with her mom.
Yeah. Her
career has caused her mom to have a newfound respect for her.
Wow.
She is arguing less with her mom.
Thank you.
And Candiace says that they spent a lot of money on the tour, but she can't keep spending that much money again.
Yeah.
Her husband, Chris, wasn't happy about it. They got into it about it. And the mom is asking, well, what is Chris doing? Is he making any money? And
they live on the street, I guess.
And Chris is saying, well, he teaches, Candiace is saying Chris is teaching virtual classes. He is making money. But we go into how at the very beginning, he owned his own restaurant. And Candiace didn't like him working there because of the long hours. And then she complained a lot about his work schedule. So he stopped doing that. And now she's the one who's away from home all the time working. And she said, but I do still miss him.
Yeah, that's not fair. I don't like that, Candiace.
I don't like that. That's double standard.
Forget double standard. That is hypocrisy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So let me get this straight with the mother of Candiace, because I seen clips of them too.
Yeah.
She don't like Chris?
It's not that I don't think she likes Chris.
Because
I think she doesn't respect him. Like the fact that he can't necessarily provide. And she also provided for both of them. I mean, he was living in a townhouse that she was paying for.
Okay.
At one point when they had first got married.
So those questions of is he making money is kind of valid from her perspective.
It is, but at the same time, that's caused so much strife. I mean, even, I don't know if you remember when Candiace was shooting the drive back video.
Yeah.
The mom was there, and she was over there talking to the ladies on the show who don't like Candiace, talking about how, her husband ain't here, and he ain't got no money, and da-da-da-da. Like, she was all, like, talking down on her husband.
Talking to my ops.
Yeah, during Candiace's recording of her videos.
No.
So it's like, okay, mom, you have questions, but you be doing a lot.
Now, let me get this straight, right? Chris was a chef at a restaurant or like whatever, right? Now he do virtual cooking classes. He's still a manager at that hotel or whatever.
No, I don't think he's working there.
Okay,
anymore.
but at the end of the day, he makes his own money.
Yeah.
Right. What do you think she needs to see from Chris, to basically garner her respect and things like that?
Maybe he need to make more money than Candiace so she don't have to pay no bills. Maybe that's what she'll respect.
Maybe. Now, did Candiace come from a good background to where, like...
Yeah, she grew up wealthy.
She grew up wealthy.
Yeah, based off her mom. Her mom provided that lifestyle for her.
So, I mean, I really don't understand where the lack of respect come from. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I understand that you provided a good life and you propelled your daughter, Candiace, into a great future. But if you if she is given wealth by your hands, don't be surprised if she actually fall in love for love. You get what I'm saying?
But at the same time, Candiace didn't help herself when she was asking her mom, "Can you get me a new dishwasher?"
That's crazy.
Don't really work.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I would be asking the same thing. Where's your husband money? You talking about you spent all your money on this tour? This is a 2-income household.
Yeah.
Asking me for a dishwasher.
No, here's the thing. That is wild. I did not know that. Listen here, family. I'm not true to this. I'm new to this. Okay. Blair's the pro at this show. Now I will say, Candiace, you cannot, because Chris was working now. Chris had a job.
Yeah.
He was working in a restaurant, whatever. You cannot, out of your lips, say that he works too hard, he does too much, this is causing some strife in our relationship, and then turn around and go after your dreams. And then expect him to be submissive, supportive, all the above, and not expect some type of strife. It may not be no strife now, but it's starting to unravel because you spent a lot of money last tour, and now y'all saying y'all can't spend that type of money again.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be some type of balance, but guess what? Respect to your career, respect to what you're doing, respect to y'all marriage. I would like to see more Candiace's mother and things like that, just so I can get a feel, because I'm not...
Maybe we need to go back, because she hit her in the head with a purse at one point.
Jesus, who?
Candiace's mom.
Candiace's mother hit her daughter in the head with a purse?
On TV.
Okay.
So, we've been through a lot.
Maybe we don't need to see Candiace's mama no
I know,
more.
I think we've seen enough of that.
Anything else you thought about that scene about Candiace overworking, and Chris is basically the stay-at-home virtual cooker?
Not really. That's kind of like a lot of the same when it comes to Candiace and their family dynamic. But Candiace did mention that she's a little bit uneasy about seeing Robyn at this pickleball thing.
Yeah.
Because Robyn sat by while Gizelle made up these lies about Chris. And her mom is telling her, you need to learn to let things go.
Please.
Like, life will take care of people. And she's just upset that Robyn's been covering for Juan. And the only thing I really want to say about that is Candiace does need to learn how to let things go.
Please.
All of these women really do, because it really is annoying to see them in spaces and not speaking to each other. Like, it would be nice to see them at least be able to be cordial.
It's not good for the show.
No.
It's not good for the show. And I will say this, though. To be mad at Robyn, I think that's the easy target.
Yeah.
But remember, Gizelle was the one that was out here with the foolery.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I know that's your friend. I know that's Robyn's friend and things like that. But remember, Gizelle was the one with the foolery. And guess what? At the reunion, you read her down. You said a lot of adjectives that I can't say, that I won't say, that I feel like you should even say, because I feel like you should be above that. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Let things go, as your mama said. It's crazy how the one that swung the purse and hit somebody in the head got the wisdom in the moment. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I guess that's called growth.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going, Blair.
Well, we get to pickleball and everyone arrives.
Everybody arrives.
And here we go with people not talking to each other. So Karen, she said, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put people on teams, and y'all are going to have to talk, keep things fun, keep things light in order for, the game to run smoothly.
Yeah.
So when Robyn and Juan arrive, Candiace has been trash talking Robyn and Juan. So Robyn's not talking to her. Candiace over here talking about, I'm racking my brain trying to figure out why Robyn's not talking to me. It's Candiace, you be online doing all these interviews and doing all these tweets, just letting all your anger spew out. And I guess you just don't be remembering what she says.
Do Candiace got anger issues?
It looked like it to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Not to say it's not warranted. I feel like I get where she's coming from, but she literally takes it to 1,000.
Listen, with Candiace, I be team Candiace until she hit those adjectives, and I'm like, dang, we just fumbled. It's just because if people was to see this, or to see Candiace at her extreme anger, people be like, what is she angry about? And then once they actually find out, they'd be like, I think that's a little bit much for that situation.
Yeah, or people forget what the person did to you because you reacted so strongly.
And at the end of the day, we are not saying that you do not deserve to be angry based on what's done to you or done to your family.
Yeah.
I just think you may have a little anger problem or go enraged sometimes with like your emotions maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, the ladies and the guys are playing separately.
Yeah.
After they play, they go to have food, and their friend, I think her name is Kieran, she arrives.
Okay.
That's the lady with the med spa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Karen is starting by giving a speech, and she's really just trying to explain how she wanted everyone to come together, how she was happy Robyn was there. So, even though her and Robyn aren't really on the best of terms right now.
Yeah.
But for some reason, Robyn felt like Karen was trying to talk trash, so she was trying to interrupt Karen, talking about, why are you saying my name? Why are you saying my name?
Robyn just sit
and
back.
then Juan over here talking about, I ain't got to listen to this mess.
Okay.
It's just like, y'all just assume people are coming for y'all, and y'all should. Because people should. Yeah.
We kind of coming for y'all a little bit. Just a little bit. We kind of coming for y'all.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Juan walks off to go finish playing. So Ashley says that she misspoke when relaying the conversation to Wendy about Nneka. And Nneka says, look, I don't have a problem with you. And I don't know you to have a problem with you. And Wendy says the same thing. Then Nneka gets hyped talking about, so you just repeat what I'm repeating. I'm just like, no. It seems like Wendy is just agreeing with the fact that I don't know you like that.
Yeah.
So Nneka talks about how Wendy's mom brought her name up and such and such with the shrine. And then Wendy was like, look, I never called you. And Nneka's trying to clarify, I didn't say you did anything. I'm talking about your mom and your sister. And Wendy is also, it sounds like she's like talking over her. Candiace, we hear her trying to talk to Nneka and saying that you really can't hold Wendy's feet to the fire for what her people have done. And then Wendy's talking about, people are just jealous of her and that she wants to reconcile, but she feels like reconciling with Mia. So she grabs Mia.
Crazy.
Takes her to the pickleball court.
Wow.
She got a whole bottle of wine in her hand. And that's told me, I was like, okay, maybe Wendy's a little just tipsy right now.
Just a little lifted. That's all.
Maybe she's a little lifted because she ain't making a whole lot of sense.
She's just a little lifted. That's all.
Right. So she's talking to Mia, and to me, it feels like she's trying to gain some type of sympathy from Mia and explaining, like, who is this Nneka girl? She's over here saying this. Me and you, we never got into it bad like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, Wendy, Mia threw a whole drink in your face. And then she was like, oh, yeah, we did get into it pretty bad. I was just like, Wendy ain't in her right mind right now.
Now, can we slow down just a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Throughout this argument, because we got a little bit more before, like, the show is over. Throughout this argument, I was trying to see what happened. Now, first of all, let's talk about Ashley. Ashley, you may come and misspoke, but you're like a mercenary for chaos.
Right.
You are a mercenary of chaos. Even though you may, quote unquote, want to have the facts or have the quote unquote saying of like, look, I said I misspoke, but you lit the fuse.
Talk about my hands are clean. Like, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, they're not. They're not. Number two, Nneka, right?
Yep.
I rewatched the argument without you.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see who escalated it from the top. Because I don't really take yelling as escalating it when two people are speaking passionately. They both speaking passionately, but Nneka called Wendy the B word.
Yeah.
Right? Nneka, why are you coming on this show calling this woman, this black woman, this brown skin, dark skinned woman a B word? When both of y'all the same complexion. Now, we gonna get into the colorism thing on this show. Now, that's one thing I know about this show that y'all been complaining about the show on the line, on Al Gore's internet. You come on this show, and you don't seek no type of solution. You don't seek no type of clarity.
Sorry.
It's okay. You don't seek no type of clarity, but you come and you feel comfortable enough by episode 4 to call this woman a B. What's wrong with you? What is your motive of coming on this show? Wendy, at least with Wendy, and I'm not even saying I'm a big fan of Wendy and how she reacted to this, because she over here saying, favor ain't fair. Don't be mad that God clocked out when he was working on you. Okay, I feel you. You gonna be real good on your talk show. You got the sayings.
Yeah.
But you coming on this show, and your whole idea is not to come, and you didn't even come with the mindset of, you know what? I'm not going to cause no confusion. I'm not going to come here and start any beef. I'm going to come here with my Igbo sister. You get what I'm saying? And I'm going to basically, it's going to be us. And I'm not even saying it has to be us versus them. I'm just saying you came in, and only thing I see was you confide in Robyn, right? I don't even have nothing against Robyn. But you confide in Robyn, and then the next episode, you calling this dark-skinned woman a B.
Yeah.
On this show that has colorist issues. What's wrong with you? I know you're smart because you're a lawyer. I don't understand what's your problem with Wendy. Because as far as I know, when I asked Blair the question, what did Wendy do? Blair's like, nothing. It's the family. So what's your problem with Wendy? If it's the families, that's even more of a reason to come and see clarity.
Yeah. Be like, your family is doing a whole lot of talking.
Oh, and then I'll be like, oh, my mom didn't do that. Oh, my mother didn't do that. We worship the Lord Jesus Christ. That's what Wendy said. And she said, well, at night she does that. And I'm like, now we're not seeking any solution. Now it just felt like, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to let you go, Blair. It felt like you came on the show trying to impress the other folks. And you know what I mean when I say the other folks, Blair.
Yeah.
Even though they all may be black, but you know what I mean when I say the other folks. You came in with the agenda, like, you know what, I'm going to get on the good graces, because usually when people come on the show based on what you told me and taught me and things like that, people try to make nice with Gizelle. And things like that. And you know Wendy and Gizelle do not see eye to eye.
Nope.
So I'm going to choose the side that's basically going to keep me on the show, that's going to give me basically clout on the show. I'm going to beef with one of Gizelle's enemies.
Yep.
What's wrong with you? Continue. Or do you have any thoughts on that? I'm sorry.
No, I mean, my thoughts are pretty much the same. I just feel like Nneka's going a little bit too hard.
For something that she don't even know for a fact.
She doesn't know anything for a fact. She's going off by hearsay. She never spoke to Wendy and tried to seek clarification.
No.
Even if Wendy's being weird, like Nneka's like, I've seen her before, I met her before, talk to her about it. Like, just talk to her about it. Like, do you remember we saw each other? And Wendy has said at different times during the episode, like, yeah, we've met in passing and things like that. But it sounded like she never really, like, formally met, talked to you, had a conversation, got to know you type situation. So, I mean, if that's the issue for you, then talk to Wendy. But it seemed like Nneka don't want to have a resolve.
No, she want to impress her new castmates.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? She don't want to come there with no type of like, you know what, we are sisters, we go ride for each other, we go be with each other, and that doesn't necessarily mean we go be sisters and we just go against folks. Yeah. Like, no, you just automatically came in by episode 4. Let's take away episode 1. Episode 1 was basically just an introduction, was a Robyn and Juan episode. But by basically the 4th episode, you decided to draw a line in the sand.
Yep.
You called this woman out her name, right? Off of something that your cousin-in-law, not even a cousin, not even like direct ties to you. You're basically going by my cousin-in-law, which is my husband's cousin, and things like that. They did this, and then your mama, she did this, and she put her name, and she's Osu. And I'm like, what did Wendy do?
Right.
I'm like, all of this, you telling me what Wendy family did, allegedly did, but Wendy haven't done anything. Exactly. Only thing that she have done that made you mad was Wendy said, I don't know you.
Yeah.
And you're like, you do know me, B. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Y'all got me passionate in my own house. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah.
Continue, Blair.
Well, we move on, and apparently, because Nneka can't get to talk to Wendy because Wendy's over here showboating and doing all this weird stuff.
Yeah, Wendy, you was acting a little lifted.
She was saying stuff about she got the bazooka because the other girl brought the gun. I'm just like, Wendy, nothing you're saying is landing. It is just very odd. And the oddness at first glance made me be like, is Wendy trying to do something to this girl? Like, just their energy and the way she was acting made it seem like she was trying to, like, hide something, or like she is, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing something to Nneka. But at the same time, even if she is, it didn't take all that.
No, it didn't.
It didn't take all that.
Wendy, you was acting kind of crazy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. So Nneka was talking to Mia, talking about how Eddie unfollowed Ike. Why
that matter? But okay.
Exactly. So Ike asked Eddie, you know, why'd you unfollow me, man? And Eddie's acting like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Eddie was like, I literally just met you here today. And Wendy's over here laughing, saying like, oh my gosh, now her husband want to fight Eddie over Facebook. Okay,
Wendy, you're still lifted. You're still lifted in the corner. I see you, Wendy.
So, what did you think about that Facebook situation of Ike trying to confront Eddie?
Did I speak to you? That is my question, right? My whole thing is, when I say did I speak to you, don't say I know you because we're friends on Facebook. Did I message you on Facebook? Did we ever have a conversation in person? Did we ever have a conversation on Facebook? Then I don't know you.
Yeah.
You telling me everybody you follow, family, everybody you follow, you know them? I dare one of y'all, while all of y'all subscribe to us, to be like, we know y'all. And then be like, Chris and Blair, why didn't you speak to me when you saw me? We follow y'all. We know y'all. No, we can't have those hard lines that Nneka is trying to make off of Facebook.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Unless we had a conversation or unless we talked online, you can't go by, quote unquote, you want to follow me on friends on Facebook. Because my whole thing is this. How would you know that?
Right.
This.
Why you go searching for me?
This is not even your Facebook. This is your husband's Facebook. How did you even know that or even know to look for that?
Yeah.
And my whole thing is, Eddie is Wendy's husband?
Yeah.
Eddie's probably like, I guess, I don't know. Uh-huh. And my whole thing is, I can only take his word because only thing you showing me is screenshots that on Facebook. Like, okay, we did this, we did that, we talked. I talked to the cousin, I talked to this, I did that. And I'm like, but at the end of the day, what did Eddie do and what did Wendy do? Nothing.
Yeah.
Only thing you are accusing them of is not knowing. Uh-huh. And they're like, we didn't do anything. And my thing, to your point, Blair, is you're going too hard off of something that you can't prove as a fact. You're a lawyer. Your whole career is based off of concrete evidence. It is not hearsay. It is not, I think. It's concrete evidence. And so far, Your Honor, she hasn't brought concrete evidence to this jury. So as the jury, I'm going to say Wendy, Eddie, not guilty.
Okay.
They like, you see how I like molded the careers and stuff into that? I worked on that. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, there's no concrete evidence. Y'all are trying to O.J. Simpson me with the, if it don't fit, you must acquit. And I understand that if you may be telling the truth, I'm not going to say Nneka's lying. But I'm just saying, for someone that needs clarity, you're calling people out their names. You going hard. I'm like, just seek clarity. Seek a solution. Yeah. More than actual chaos. You get what I'm saying? What did you think about that?
Yeah, I felt like with the Facebook situation stuff, it was just very odd because, I don't know, the way Eddie responded, he looked confused, but at the same time, he kind of looked like, well, maybe Wendy told him not to say nothing. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was very hard to try to decipher. But at the same time, Ike, I don't think he would have known Eddie unfollowed him. So I'm like, so you're really just going off what your wife said. And why is your wife looking through your followers? I thought she was busy doing stuff too. No. So I'm just like, this is all a lot of hearsay. And at the same time, like, even if they went to the same college and they were in the same African club or whatever like that, how many years has it been since these people have been in college? Like, I'm sure if it wasn't people that you talk to on a frequent basis, you probably forgot them.
To your point, I probably followed you while you was in college if Facebook was around. And then once we grown up, I probably never did anything with my Facebook.
Exactly.
Except recruit more people.
Exactly. And some people don't even, they have their Facebooks. They don't even be on Facebook like that anymore.
I'm not on Facebook.
So I'm just like, I don't know how reliable of a source that is to say Eddie's acting funny. I don't know. He seemed friendly enough when he met the dude.
First of all, if you gonna say I'm acting funny, say that when you spoke to me, I ignored you. Say that you called me or you calling me on the phone and I'm ignoring your calls or I'm blocking you and things like that. You know how the iPhone message when you block it turns green.
Right.
Give me something like that. Don't give me social media.
Yeah.
Don't give me social media. And at the end of the day, I'm going to ask, what did Wendy and Eddie do? Don't tell me what Wendy Mama did. Wendy Mama ain't here. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You got Wendy Mama. You got Wendy over here. She's passionate because she's really feels like she ain't doing anything. And guess what? The truth gonna come out eventually. It's gonna come out. And truth be told, all of y'all are too grown to be arguing about this. For real. You get what I'm saying? Y'all, we have already decided that this should be the Robyn and Juan season. This should be the season that basically the season that they didn't give us last season to where they got to share their life and tell us their secrets and things of that nature. Y'all are already getting them off the hook. Juan went over and started playing pickleball again and knocked over the tray of food.
Yeah, he sure did.
You get what I'm saying? Where really the episode should be every time he's with the group, grill Juan. Grill him.
Yeah, that should be the story-line.
Yes.
Not this stereotypical voodoo BS type stuff. I even watched TikTok of this girl who I think she was Lebanese.
Dude, you know her name?
I can find it for you.
It's okay.
Okay. But yeah, she was pretty much trying to Americanize what Wendy's mom said, and I thought it was good.
Help me.
What do you call it? Perspective.
Okay.
So she was saying that the way they speak, her mom would have been like, have I not prayed for you? Have I not cared about you, looked out for your people, make sure y'all were good. Like, have I not been good to you? And then when she said something along the lines of, like, I've never prayed against you, it's like, I've never, like, talked down on you, like, I've never, like, discounted you or anything like that. So she was saying it was more so of the elder checking a younger person of saying, keep my name out your mouth, like, don't, come up here being all negative when we haven't been anything but good to you and your folks. So that's good. So that was the kind of Americanized version that this girl on TikTok was trying to explain, and she was even offended because she was like, Nneka should have known what that meant, and the way she took it back was not at all how it should have or how it probably translated accurately. So
look, my thing is, and I'm gonna get that name so we get that person there, give them their respect on their view and things like that.
Yeah.
But my thing is this, Nneka, I don't want to say this because we only 4 episodes in, but I have a hot take. Should I wait for evidence or should
be like Nneka? Just let it out.
It's not even that.
Okay.
I have a lot of Igbo friends. When I say a lot, I mean a lot, right? A good half of them are that. She comes off as if, yes, I'm Nigerian, but I'm not like those Nigerians.
Okay. Like she want to be set apart better than.
It's kind of like, how you have those black people?
Yeah, who don't really want to hang around black people.
But I'm not like those black people.
Yeah, they want to be the only one in the room.
And guess what? At the end of the day, if I'm wrong, I will take it back. But I'm going to place it down and leave it there.
Okay.
It's right there. You see it?
Yeah.
I think she's one of those Igbo people, one of those, I don't want to say black people, but because we're talking strictly cultures, that she's like, yeah, I'm Igbo, but I'm not one of those Igbo. Even something coming for Wendy's credentials and things like that. A doctor of philosophy, whatever it is.
Well, she didn't really come for that.
Though I understand that, but whole thing is, at the end of the day, like, come on now. There's probably 3 careers that y'all can only be. Lawyer, doctor, engineer. That's the stereotypical Igbo thing. And my whole thing is, Wendy, my only beef with Wendy is, Wendy, the way you be going off and be acting lifted, you be acting like you are dependent on this check. And I'm like, Wendy, you be on CNN, you be on MSNBC and things like that, things of that nature, giving your actual professional insight on things, on issues that's going on in the real world.
Yeah, she still works at Hopkins.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to prove nothing to, like, these folks and these little, like, childish beefs.
Yeah, she's really too good for the show.
And that's what I'd be confused at. I'd be like, you don't have to go in the gutter with these folks. No. Some of these folks need this check.
Yeah, you're beautiful, you're smart, you got the money, like, you don't have to prove a doggone thing.
I'm just very confused about, that's the only...
And you also don't have to be like, people are jealous of you. Nobody's jealous of you.
That's the only issue I have with Wendy. Yeah. Other than that, I love Wendy. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be like, Wendy, you're winning. You don't need to be on this show. Besides, let's say if I was to give an example, like Ashley, even though she may live off of, like,
Or Mia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
shoot, even Gizelle. I mean, where's she get money from?
But that's my whole point. My whole point is, outside of these things, people would say, okay, even though Potomac may have given her a platform to where she can spread it out more, I feel like, Wendy, you are way certified in what you do, who you are, things of that nature, to be going that low, giving us quotes like, favor ain't fair, don't be mad that God clocked out on you.
Yeah.
I like it, but you get what I'm saying? But I just feel like that. And Nneka, I'm going to come back to you next episode.
All right.
I'm going to come back. This is embarrassing. This is very embarrassing. I feel like Nneka put on I'm going to impress my quote unquote cast boss, Robyn and Gizelle, and I'm going to go at Wendy. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. Let me know what y'all think too. You feel me? Is there anything else you want to share on the show, baby?
That's it.
Listen, I got a little surprise for y'all. The little surprise is me and Blair will also start doing reactions. We will start doing reactions, right? We're going to start doing reaction on shows such as shows that we don't cover fully. We may react to some scenes. We may react to some news. Just, some pop culture type of thing, just to spread our wings, to spread our audience and things like that. If there's anything you want us to react to, please, by all means, let us know in the comment. If you feel like that's a bad idea, let us know in the comments. You get what I'm saying? Anything else, baby?
That's it.
Y'all be good.
Bye.